Dokie, let's get excited, shall we? Mama Muse here, and we're gonna be doing pork chop and taters and beans and purple drink to go with the purple tater kind of dinner tonight. It's gonna be real tasty, and it goes with our whole new theme thing that we got going on today. Going for a much more warm golden tones instead of the purple and blue, just because needed to change, and I like this, so we're going with it. So let's get started, shall we? So first things first, of course, you gotta wash your hands. So good old 20-30 seconds in that area. Just don't time me. That's my only thing. Just don't time me. Let's see, just make it enough for a drink or two. Not going super crazy. So let's go with, I don't know, like a cup of blueberries, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll be good. And what's in here? Probably not a lot. And call it a 1/4 cup of dragon fruit. About that much. I'm using frozen ones. You could use fresh ones, but this is what I got, so I'm using it. Gonna rinse off and dry this before I stick it in the sugar. Okay. And we'll just go with like, I almost want to do like 1/8 cup. I don't want to quite do a 1/4 cup. So there's not a lot of blueberries in here. But a general amount, just to kind of get it sugary in there. Helps to bring out some of the water. It'll help thicken it up. Make more of a syrup that we can use in our cocktail. Oh. Kapoom. Your flavors. Okay. Throw the lid on. I'm gonna put it on the stove. We'll call it like medium heat. We won't go super hot yet. Medium should be fine for now. Let that cook down for a little while. Don't need that pan. And next up, we will do our taters. And I'm debating what I'm gonna do them as. I think I'm gonna do smashed purple taters. That's what I'm looking for. What am I doing? Who are you? I'm gonna be doing a mix of purple potatoes. And what I mean by that is simply regular purple, like savory purple in that sense, and sweet purple. Just for some variety in it. Get more vitamins out of the sweet potato. Vitamins and minerals. That's the whole reason why we eat potatoes, is for health. Right? Focus. Yeah, we'll do halves. Look at that. Look at that nice dark purple in there. That's party. Look at that. I smashed it so fast it got all milky. That kind of looks more like dragon fruit. That's kind of fun. We're getting like one slice. Nope. There we go. It was too much, Captain! There we go. Do not be scared to season these things. You want to make sure it's nice and tasty. And in all things considered, it really isn't that much salt. You only really got to worry about salt when you use cheese, or when you go out and about and stuff, or if you're just always having gravy things, or everything's deep fried. Otherwise, don't be scared of the salt. It'll be fine. Just fine. Get some fresh pepper. If you don't have fresh, don't matter. And if that's just black pepper, if you want fancy red and green and white and black or whatever, I don't care. Use what you like. Got some onion powder on there. Looks like I put powdered sugar on there. A choice. And then we'll oil it. Oil it real nice and good. I wouldn't use butter at this point just because it's going to be baking for quite a while. You're likely to burn the butter. So you can add butter later as like a finishing touch, finishing taste if you'd like. But for now, stick with just regular high temperature oil. Like I just got some olive oil here, and this will work just fine at the 400 oven. And we are going to fry, we're gonna pan fry them. We're not gonna deep fry, but it'll still be real nice. We'll just bust them out of there. So first we're gonna do some salt. Both sides. Yeah, that's good. That's very nice. Okay, like that. And we do some pepper, just a little bit. See if I can do this one-handed or just like open-handed. Yeah. I'll do the pepper just on the one side. The gravy we're gonna have is gonna be fairly peppery, so I don't need to overdo it there. Okay, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I'll take that bread in there. It's got a little mix of some things. No, no, no. We don't want that. I'm gonna put in some more of the Tony Chachere's, the seasoning pepper garlic mix thing here. We did the milk already for the egg, and we'll add some paprika to that. You technically could add all of these spices to just one spot, like the breadcrumbs, but this way you make sure that it kind of gets stacked in there. More likely for everything to get a little bit of all the seasonings. Yeah. Give it a little shake. It's kind of mixing, kind of not. It's going well. And I'll put some onion powder in the breadcrumbs. So then this is real simple as far as breading these goes. Take a pork chop, you go flour, egg, breadcrumb, done. And you just repeat. So let's start off with one. Make sure we get everything covered up nicely. Flour sticks to the meat, the egg sticks to the flour, the breadcrumbs stick to the egg. It's just a whole mess. Yeah, covered in some egg. Ooh, ooh. That paprika just makes it look so pretty. Make sure you get any excess off of there. You don't need it to be sopping, dripping wet in egg. Just needs to be covered in it. And there you go. There's one. And just keep it going. I'm gonna stick the pork chops here in the fridge for just a few minutes. Let the coating, breading, there we go, that we just put on them, kind of have some time to rest on them, get more tightly on there. We don't want it to fall off. We want it to stay. I'd recommend doing fresh gravy anytime that you want to have it. I wouldn't really make a bunch and use it later, but that's technically up to you. Now, you know me, I like to have my multiple fats and things, so we're gonna get a little bit spicy. So we're gonna do, let's go with a tablespoon of butter, about this much in the general area. And I also have some bacon grease that I've saved up from when I made some bacon. I'm gonna use a little bit of that too. Not quite a tablespoon of that, but call it a half a tablespoon. And now that I see how much butter that isn't, I'll go ahead and go with a little bit more butter. Just do another tablespoon. Okay. And then what you want to do is get a tablespoon, if you want to be really accurate. And are you it? Yeah. And however much fat that you put into the pan, like let's say we did the 2.5 tablespoons, that's about how much flour you want to use. Sometimes you'll find that you need to use a little bit more, a little bit less. Basically, when you cook this down, right off the bat, like when you put it on the stove, you let the fat just melt down a little bit more. When it starts to combine together, the flour and the fat, if it seems really dry, like super pasty, I would put in a little bit more fat. If it seems like it's a little wet, like it just kind of is super milky and smooth, I'd add in a little bit more flour. Over here. Okay, as far as how much milk we're gonna do, I'd usually say maybe like a tablespoon of your roux, like the flour and butter together, could do probably about a cup of milk to thicken it. So we'll go for something like a cup and a half. I don't quite want 2 cups. It's a little too much. Okay, then we're gonna do some of our Tony Sacheries. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, all that jazz. Take our pepper. Don't be afraid to use this. Nothing wrong with nice peppery gravy. Cool. And then we'll also do some... What else do I want? What do I want? What? Garlic. I want garlic. Something about like that much. Like pretty garlicky. Get that mixed up and see how it looks. Now that we got that, come over to our roux that's been cooking a little bit. You'll start to see it get kind of more frothy looking as it gets all heated up, more bubbles and such. Which is a good thing. You want to make sure you stir it for a good bit. We'll sit here and stir for about 30 seconds here, and then we'll throw in the milk. And we'll go ahead and just add the milk mixture right in. You can kind of whisk it in, make it easier to combine and incorporate together. Okay, let's see how this goes. Pour it out. Don't want to fill it up too. We can take it all the way. And take a spoon. I'll just use the milk spoon because it's fine. Just kind of smush it around a bit, help the straining. Just want that yummy juice. And you get left over just this nice, smooth, I wouldn't say thick, but slightly viscous syrup. That's gonna work great. Gonna start off with the vodka. Let's go with the larger side, 1 ounce of vodka. Yeah, we'll just start with that. Then we'll put in a larger side, 1 ounce of the blueberry mix. Yeah, we're gonna get like 1 drink out of this. All that work for 1 drink. Cool, so we got that there. And then let's get my squeezer just to make it official. Cool, then we squeeze in half a lime. Yes. Yes. In there. Got a nice little dirty thing over there going on. Okay, got that on there. Throw on the cap. Throw on that. I won't use that. We'll just shake it. Let's pour that out. Make sure you see that one. Oh, look at that color. Oh, that's just fun. Get it all out. Oh, I'm excited for this one. Okay, just floating on top. A little thin guys, nothing too particular. They're more to give like a smell to it, so you can taste the lime without having to taste the lime. But are you tasting the lime? If you can taste the lime. 2 looks cute, but I'm gonna do 3. Look at that, just some little lime discs on top. Okay, I hope this is good. I hope I don't get all excited for nothing. Okay, let's try it. That's good. That's a good one. You can definitely tell that there's vodka in it, but it's a tasty one. We can try it. Yeah, this will be fine. Just gonna press down on all the taters. You don't want to smash them until they're a total mash, but you want to put a nice dent in them. And here's what we're dealing with right now. Smashy. Purple massacre, really. Just needed a reason to come back over here. Hi, how are you? Oh, I think Ray will like that one. She might not like all the vodka that's in it, but the blueberry part's nice. Make sure you always gotta filter out your water. This is how I filter mine. A little wet, splash it in there. Oh, jeez. You might be able to see that bouncing around. Probably turn down the heat a little bit. Ah, yes. This pan was just about perfect. A little crowded, but nothing I can do about it now. It's too late. Oh. Let's see, potatoes. Oh, yes. Those are looking quite lovely. I better taste one, just make sure they're doing okay. Okay. We're gonna take a little bit of green onion. And we'll put some sour cream and green onion on the potatoes. That will be just what I need. It'll be just perfect. Want to cut the green onions very thinly. And we want a good deal of it. We want to make sure we can spread it out over all of them. Almost high. Because all we're doing with those green beans is just basically boiling it, getting them heated up, and then they're done. Like they don't take anything, they just gotta be reheated. Ooh, sour cream's been in the back for too long. It's a little frozen. That's funny. It's getting off. You just four side kicks drooping. As you can see from there, kind of dripping. Get the idea. It covers the spoon, so that's maybe just because I'm a whack job. Put some parm in there. He's nuts. He's absolutely nuts. And there you frickin' go. So, today we made some nice fried pork chop with a country white gravy on top. Kind of ended up being like a cheese gravy at the end, but it's fine. Double purple potatoes, sweet potato and savory sweet potato. Sour cream and green onion on that. Some green onion, green bean. And the drink of the day, vodka blueberry. So blueberry dragon fruit reduction with vodka and lime juice. Don't know what to call it, besides tasty. Frickin' delicious. Well, thank you very much for coming by, folks. I hope you enjoyed yourselves tonight, and hopefully you have some good eating. I'll see you next time, whenever that may be. Have a good one until then.